Nalanda Kerala University for the 5th International Conference of Sayyid Nursi. Topic is Education Ethics in Sayyid Nursi's Risale-e-Nur. Many professors, teachers, students are coming from the various universities of the world. We are going to take their interviews about what they think about Sayyid Nursi's.
Is related about the concept of Madrasa of Sayyid Nursi and the modern education system in the South Asian madrasas. When we say about the modern South Asian madrasas, we are lacking in many grounds. Some madrasas only specify in theological basis and only religious basis. On the other way, schools, colleges and universities, they specify in the other scientific and other related disciplines. And when we gather this and see to the concept of Madrasa to Zahra, the great concept developed by Dr. Sayyid Nursi, we can understand that in this era this concept is a very apt concept, and if we implement that, we can gain many more benefits to the Muslim society as well as for the world also.
Actually, today the modern psychology was totally elaborated, and the psychological doctrines are so many elaborated. And how can we spiritually and the psychologically can read the Risale-e-Nur and the doctrines of Sayyid Nursi, his teachings, and how can we benefit for the society and the people who are conflicting among this world? How can we make a harmony in this as reading through the Risale-e-Nur as a psychological perspective of the Risale-e-Nur and his teachings, Sayyid Nursi's teachings? Now, that is my theme of my paper.
Throughout the whole Risale-e-Nur, Sayyid Nursi's key subject is belief. To explain belief for modern man and modern world, which they are facing the problems modern man. So I think this is a good things to apply in modern society. Nursi's ideas that how we can solve problems are facing with us, and it's necessary for us.
Yes, اسمي دكتورة أم كلثوم بن يحيى من جامعة الملك خالد بالمملكة العربية السعودية. نعم، عندي ورقة سأقوم بإلقائها، هي منهج النورسي في الثبات زمن الفتن، دراسة مقارنة بالحركات الإسلامية المعاصرة. للأسف أنا اكتشفت النورسي مؤخرا في حياتي، لكني سعدت جدا بمعرفة هذه الشخصية الفذة. وهو أنا أسميه ظاهرة عقلية غريبة، يعني درست الكثير من الشخصيات، لكن النورسي بصراحة لم أجد شخصية عبقرية تسمى ظاهرة لوحده. هو أجاب على كل تساؤلاتي في الحياة، كل تساؤلاتي حول الفشل الدعوي الذي يعتري الأمة، التخلف الذي يعتري الأمة، وأعطاني الآليات التي تساعدنا على تجاوز هذه المحنة والمرحلة وتحويلها إلى منحة. فهو أفاد الأمة وهو حي، وأفادنا وهو ميت، رحمة الله عليه.
I think the teachings of Sayyid Nursi, which is relevant to all communities, not only the Muslims, because his teaching is faith-oriented, and he focused on the ethics, and it is the human ethics of. So it can be applicable to any of the people, any of the faith. So I think the youth also to be addressed by his teachings.
first seminar which I attended in 2013. This was the first experience with the teachings of Sayyid Nursi and his writings, especially Risale-e-Noor. And this is the second occasion that I have sensed this atmosphere here in Kerala, and I feel really elevated both physically and spiritually and academically as well. This is a very rare occasion wherein you can find the teachings of a man who was spiritually elevated and who endeavored and made earnest efforts to give response to the challenges that were posed by the West or the other civilizations, and he also tried to elevate the people spiritually as well.
My name is Zubair Hamid and I am from Aligarh Muslim University. I am basically having my PhD on Sayyid Nursi, and my topic is Islam and the West, a critique of Sayyid Nursi. It was actually that in Islamic University of Science and Technology, I attended the workshop on Sayyid Nursi. I developed my interest when I saw the persons, when I saw there's people talking about Risale-e-Noor and Sayyid Nursi, I thought to take up the topic for my PhDs. I wanted to discuss that what is the relation between the Islam and the West, and how Sayyid Nursi perceives, how is his perception regarding Islam and the West. Should we completely ignore the West, or should completely adopt the West, or to take a moderate path in order to sift and look through the lens of the Quran and Sunnah, what is positive and what is adoptable from the modern and Western civilization.
This is a great academic endeavor of our research scholars from the different parts of India and from the different parts of the world. And I think this is a marvelous job done by Islamic Foundation for Science and Culture. They are giving us an opportunity to be part of this academic endeavor, great academic endeavor. I thank them, and thank them on behalf of Aligarh Muslim University and on behalf of all the India. My message to youth and society is that in the present day world we have a best thing in a common language, in a most simple language, Risale-e-Noor, available in Urdu, Turkish, English, and also in Arabic. That please read this for the insights and for the good life ahead. Thank you.
Nursi from Jamia Millia as my subject oriented, and I studied about Nursi very well. My senior students are doing research degree from life and perspective of Sayyid Nursi, and I thought Sayyid Nursi is the eminent scholar, and he dedicated his life for the Muslim community, especially Turkish Muslim community. He tried to upliftment of Muslims from Turkey.
As far as I am concerned, my present intellectual work is on interpeace and interreligious peace and interreligious harmony. So, as today's contemporary situation is concerned, we can understand that many of extremist interpretations in the name of Islam are being spread. In this time, the reading of Risale-e-Noor in a very contextualized manner will be better for the humanity as a whole, I think, rather than being Muslim.